Latest news, I'm April Cummings. No new positives for COVID-19 in Friday's results out of 330 COVID-19 tests. There have been 80,120 COVID-19 vaccines given in total in the Cayman Islands. Of these, 43,235, that is 67% of 65,000, have had at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. 57% have completed the two-dose course. Join government ministers tomorrow as they roll up their sleeves for their second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. As part of the administration's Vaccination Challenge event, the Ministry of Tourism is providing music and refreshments from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Owen Roberts International Airport Vaccine Clinic. And members of the packed government will be there to meet and greet people as they come to get vaccinated.
If you need that one extra little thing to push you over the edge, you know you're going to do the right thing to protect each other by getting the vaccine. Why not win a great prize at the same time? So that's what this is really about, is reminding people, listen, you can get something good for doing something good.
Tourism Minister the Honorable Kenneth Bryan tells CIGTV anyone who is vaccinated between May 8th and June 9th is eligible to enter the draw for the Vaccination Challenge Prize.
I am so happy to say that the business community have stepped up and came up with some great things. Things like A.L. Thompson coming up with $1,200 worth of gift certificates. We have Cayman Airways flights to any destination, New York, Jamaica, Honduras, Miami. Everybody loves those. We have some stuff from Diamonds International where they're giving away some jewelry, and we got some Tiffany-style bracelets. I know the women are going to love that. And some of the other ones that, I mean, there's so many different prizes, the variety of them, from Foster's Food Fair, where we have $1,000 worth of gift certificates there. And Burger King, I have to send a big shout out to them. Burger King gave out 7,000 burgers.
So far, there's more than $50,000 worth in prizes up for grabs. Tomorrow's clinic at the airport is from 8:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. and from 12:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. Beginning this weekend, the RCIPS will be conducting a targeted road safety and enforcement campaign. Radio Cayman's John Anglin has more.
Operation Quakers will focus on curbing reckless and dangerous driving behaviors over the weekends, which is when police say when the worst incidents have been occurring. Operation Quakers will consist of increased police presence and traffic enforcement during key hours, including speeding enforcement at various locations, vehicle checkpoints, and high-visibility patrols. The public should be aware that police officers will be prosecuting all traffic offenses, particularly DUI and speeding, throughout the weekends. Driving in part by several road fatalities on weekend hours and involving speeding, driving under the influence, or both, Acting Superintendent Brad Ebanks, head of Uniform Operations, says it's clear a more targeted approach is needed. He says drunk driving is everyone's business and encourages members of the public to immediately report any driver who they suspect to be driving under the influence by calling 911. Reporting for Radio Cayman News, I'm Dion Anglin.
A crackdown on the roads in Cayman Brac. Officers from the Traffic and Roads Policing Unit spent 9 days in the sister island promoting road safety and overall community safety earlier this month. Area Commander for the Sister Islands, Inspector Ian Yearwood.
We are pleased to have facilitated the Traffic and Roads Policing Unit officers who visited Cayman Brac with the overarching view of assisting with the road policing, but even more importantly to educate the Cayman Brac community on road safety and good driving behavior. Through enforcement as well as conversations, road safety has been a concern in the Cayman Brac community for some time, and it's a partnership like these that we hope will reduce and ultimately resolve crime and antisocial behavior that affects the sister island's quality of life.
Throughout the week, almost 40 tickets were issued, most of which were issued for speeding and unregistered vehicles. 2 local service groups are teaming up to offer expanded mental health services in the Cayman Islands.
Rotary Central this year was very, very keen to focus on mental health and mental health awareness, especially coming out of the pandemic. I know I mentioned the pandemic before, but it really was a lesson teacher for us.
Rotary Central President Janae Moss tells Radio Cayman they've teamed up with Loud Silent Voices, a local support group, to help cater to people in recovery after a mental illness, filling a local gap.
We had a guest presentation to our club, and we had Dr. Lockhart come in and really give us some staggering statistics on the disparity between medical patients and the support and care they're able to get here in Cayman and mental health patients.
As part of Mental Health Observations in May, Rotary Central is also hosting its Step Right Up Gala on Saturday at the Marriott, proceeds of which will go to the Alex Panton Foundation. Starting Tuesday, June 7th, the Workforce Opportunities and Residency Cayman Work is set to begin a 2-week program called Ready to Work. It's aimed at helping unemployed or underemployed Caymanians develop skills to prepare them for the world of work. Radio Cayman's Shanda Gallego catches up with Work's National Training and Development Unit Program Coordinator, Allison Anglin.
You can be a high school graduate or a college graduate. You could be looking to change careers, or you could even be retired and looking to come back to the world of work. So it's really broad in terms of who it targets to assist. And we work with people to get them initially short-term employment with the idea to transition them into long-term employment after that.
It is a 2-week program, so during that time, what exactly will they learn? What are some of the things that will take place during the program?
Sure. So the first 2 weeks is actually phase 1 of a 4-phase program. So I'll talk a little bit about that. But what they cover in the first 2 weeks are things like resume writing, active listening, building positive relationships, customer service, interview skills, social media in the workplace, surviving and thriving through career change. So a number of very, very relevant topics that, like I said, are both applicable to the world of work, but their personal lives as well.
And for those that are interested, how do they apply? What are some of the requirements?
So if you are interested in applying for Ready to Work, you can send us an email at ready2work@gov.ky, and we can email you a form. Alternatively, you can come to our work office, which is located on 87 Mary Street. It's Apollo House West, and you can collect a physical form if that's your preference. You can also call me at 649-4051 to find out more information, and we would be happy to assist you.
If you're interested, you should apply before June 1st. Cayman is going red. CID-TV's Donna Bush has more as she speaks with Red Cross Director John Doe Obi.
The Cayman Islands Red Cross is celebrating 60 years of service as part of their Paint Cayman Red campaign. Volunteers and staff sold T-shirts at the Government Administration Building this week.
The objective of Paint Cayman Red has 3 purposes. One of them is to promote volunteerism. The second thing, of course, is we want to create awareness around the Red Cross programs. The Red Cross has so many programs and projects and initiatives in the community. Of course, the third one is to continue to raise funds so we can continue for another 60 years.
And you can call the Cayman Islands Red Cross to purchase your shirt in support of the organization and the Paint Cayman Red campaign.
CID-TV's Donna Bush speaking with Red Cross Director John Doe Obi. This weekend, join young Caymanian dancers for Shine.
It's basically about being your true self and shining. And as dancers, we take the performing arts and dance as our way to escape and express ourselves. When we dance is when we truly shine, especially knowing that is our passion.
Dream Chaser Captain Cassidy Davis tells Radio Cayman you can catch the event on Saturday at 7 or Sunday at 6 on the grounds of Pedro St. James. That is your latest local news from Radio Cayman's newsroom. I'm April Cummings.